Hey, what's going on, everybody? The Steer here, and we're in a Week 3, Round 1 matchup for Cosmic Crucible, and we are going against Sergeant Anakin. I'm guessing after he slaughtered all of the younglings, he got demoted from General all the way down to Sergeant. Jokes aside, this is going to be a very tough matchup. My opponent is pretty beefy, he's got some crazy defenses, so because of that, we're going to be doing some experimenting today. I don't know if this is going to end up working. I'm going to show the attacks basically in the order that I did the attacks. That way you have an idea of what my thought process was, and hopefully we can try to pull something out on this one. Now, if you do like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm pushing for 1,000 subs. I need about 70 more subs, and I'll hit that 1,000 mark. So hopefully you guys enjoy this and you'll sub. Without further ado, let's go ahead and check out my opponent, Sergeant Anakin. Sergeant Anakin is 125 million TCP. I'm currently about 95 million, so this is going to be a 30 million punch up, so it's pretty crazy. Especially at the higher level for where we're currently playing at, where it's Masters 1, trying to get into Masters 2. Right now, my Illuminati is set to the defense because I didn't need those milestone points to finish out the last event. For round 2 and 3, Illuminati is definitely going on offense for me because I really won that purple ISO. Let's go ahead and check out the defenses right now, see what we're playing against today. In stage 1, they have the Hive Mind, Super Skrull, Sasquatch. Now they do have Super Skrull as a striker, so I'm going to test something out on this one. I don't know how it's going to work. Stage 2, they have the 3-piece Out of Time with Dorm and Daken, so that one I'm not too worried about. Stage 3, they had that Black Order with Mephisto. I'm going to do the 2-sack method into that one, then just do the New Warriors on that one, so I'm not too worried about that. Stage 4, they had the Extreme X-Men with Old Man Logan. That's going to be a kind of a trickier one because of where they have the Super Skrull. Stage 5, they had the Spider Society with Quicksilver. And Stage 6, they have the Alpha Flight with Black Knight. So like I said, we're going to do some experimenting. I'm going to show these attacks in the order that I actually did them as well. So we're going to start with Stage 4. So putting that Extreme X-Men with Old Man Logan and Rogan here, I'm going to see if I can actually use the Zombie Juggernaut Pre-Taunt, Tangled Web with Apocalypse and Red Hulk. I want to see if I can actually use my Apocalypse here so I can use the Cabal in that stage 1, because this team isn't going to work in that stage 1 where it normally does. Because of the speed up that Nightcrawler gives to the X-Men, this team is very dangerous, especially in stage 4. I'm not able to ult turn 1 with the 2099. The only reason I really brought 2099 was so that way I can hopefully get hit and give Spider Weaver that ability energy. Right away, I end up losing the Zombie Juggernaut. Gambit does the special to the Red Hulk. Old Man Logan comes in to assist. Now Old Man Logan pops off and the match is pretty much over. So I'm going to back out and try a different team. The next team that I was going to test out was going to end up being the Cabal. I want to bring Archangel in so that we can try to get somebody fast out there, and Zombie Juggernaut again for that pre-taunt. This one doesn't go that well either, and I'm going to show you what happens. So for this version of the counter, again, Nightcrawler is going to go first, uses the special, and they're basically going to target down that Zombie Juggernaut. Archangel's up, I end up using the special so I can try to get rid of those evades. That's the issue with using this composition, is I'm not able to get a crit out there early enough to really get that speed up going to the Cabal team. So Rogue ends up doing that special to throw the ability block trauma on our Iron Patriot. Now we're locked behind a taunt. Namor does the special, Leader ends up doing the special, and I'm able to basically get through the Rogue on this one, but I would need it to do some more extra damage, because if I wanted to keep this and end up doing a cleanup, I wanted more people gone than just the Rogue. I prefer to have the Old Man Logan gone as well. That way I only have to worry about the Extreme X-Men. But you see how much this team is ripping through the Cabal, which is pretty crazy considering this is actually a Crucible team, and we're going against basically a raid team with one Crucible character and arena character. Just the Extreme X-Men is so good that this counter doesn't work. So we're going to back out, and hopefully I can get it on the third hit. So what I'm using right now is going to be the in case emergency break class. I'm bringing the Cabal and I'm bringing my Masters of Evil team. So this is going to hurt one of my other counters because I can't use Masters of Evil elsewhere. I can't use the Cabal team against that Hive Mind Super Skrull team. But this one should work just fine. So Titania is going to be going first in this matchup. What we're going to do is we're going to end up targeting the old man Logan and use the special, and we're just going to hard tunnel him down and kill him before he gets a turn. Kang is now going to use the basic. This is going to get us that triple tap. So old man Logan's dead. This is pretty much going to be a victory now. The Cabal team is going to be able to finish the rest of the X-Treme X-Men. So Iron Patriot's going to use the special because we are targeted on the rogue right now. Namor's going to use the special as well. Now rogue is killed off. For leader's turn, we're going to end up targeting the Forge and use the special. Titania's up. We're going to target the Gambit and use the ultimate here. I wanted to put that disrupt on him so he doesn't go into stealth. And now all we have left is Nightcrawler, so Kang's going to end up doing the basic, and we got the victory. The next room that we went to is going to be that Black Order Mephisto. So we're going to end up doing our double sack. The first one's going to be the Invaders team. We're just going to load in, wipe, and then go back in with the next team. For the second sack, we're just going in with our Infinity Watch and we're going to time out. We had the cooldowns basically set to where we wanted them at, so I don't really need to pull any additional abilities. And if we did take any turns, that would just hurt our efficiency score, which because of that stage 4, we need all the points that we can get for efficiency. For the official hit, we're going to end up using our new Warriors team. This is a really good counter into this Black Order Mephisto, where you're not really using like an A tier team. This is a really good cleanup team or a team that's able to take out this Black Order Mephisto after the double sack. Thanos will be starting with his ultimate here. Because the new Warriors spawn in with those evades, we basically are able to just dodge that hit. Gwenpool's going to be going first. We're going to target the Thanos and use the special. And what we're hoping for is to flip any immunities. Firestar's up. We're going to target down that Mephisto and use the ultimate. We are able to kill the Proxima, so we are going to be getting a Deathpool ping onto that Thanos. Deathpool's going to target the Thanos and use the special to spread those negative effects from Thanos to Mephisto. Dagger's going to end up using that ultimate. Because we did get a kill, she got an ability energy to where she's able to use that ultimate. Gwenpool, we end up using the ultimate, and this part here did worry me a little bit because that Mephisto went into stealth. The Deathpool ping was able to take out the Ebony Maw. Firestar's going to use the special onto that Coal Obsidian. We were able to knock him into stealth, so now we can use that Deathpool ultimate to get that permakill on Mephisto. Now we have a very easy kill on the Cold Obsidian. Now something I wanted to test out, because that Super Skrull is a striker, is to try to use the Superior 6. Lizard would be able to go first because of the turn meter that he gets. He's also a skirmisher. And then Green Goblin Classic, I'm able to use the ultimate, which gets a trauma and ability block out there. However, this doesn't go as planned, and you're going to see what happens. The enemy Super Skrull is going to be going first and does the special into the Lizard. That does get him the safeguard and the immunity. He follows that up by doing a basic into the Lizard, and now our Green Goblin Classic gets to go. And he has the safeguard and immunity, so my plan definitely didn't work, so I kind of miscalculated that. I want to see if I can still maybe tunnel down the Super Skrull and come in to clean it up. The Super Skrull ended up doing that ultimate on us. The Void Knight ended up doing the basic because we put that ability block on him from the Lizard. The Green Goblin Classic pings did end up taking out the Carnage, but we didn't do enough damage. I don't like where this left off, so we're going to back out and try a different team. The next team I wanted to test out was the team I ended up using in Stage 4. Basically, I'd have the 2 Tangled Web members, I'd have the Pre-Taunt on there to be able to take any of the special that the Super Skrull gets. I had the Red Hulk to where we can try to get the turn meter gain on the Apocalypse. Again, this one doesn't work either. I was just doing some experimenting because of how this defense was laid out, so I wanted to try some crazy stuff to see if I can figure something out. So for this one here, the Super Skrull goes first and does the special into the Zombie Juggernaut. Zombie Juggernaut gets knocked low, and that basically gives the Hive Mind turn meter. Now the Hive Mind just basically steamrolls us, so this does not work at all. Now this one here actually had some potential. It's Apocalypse with the Red Hulk, so Red Hulk should go first because we do have an Emma. We also have Nova for some control on here, and I brought Ultimus along because he's going to get that extra turn meter because of that Sasquatch. Like I said, this is an interesting one that I might be able to try to finagle to get to work in the future. So the Void Knight gets to go first here and ends up doing the ultimate. Luckily he targeted the Apocalypse to where nobody got ability blocked. We did get knocked low on health though, so we do have to be careful about that. For Ultimus, we're able to use the ultimate into Sasquatch and do some pretty good damage to him. Right now the Hive Mind team's just kind of rolling because of the turn meters that they end up getting, but now we have our turn. Nova does the special into Void Knight, so we're able to get off the taunt. For Apocalypse's turn, we end up doing the ultimate. I don't know if that's the correct play, because we were able to take out the Red Goblin and the Sasquatch. The Falcon Punch doesn't kill the Super Skrull. It gets very close though. But I can definitely see a world where this would be a good first hit, and then a cleanup could come in after that. Because we end up not using our Apocalypse elsewhere, we're going to end up using it here because of that Black Knight. So we're going to use our Apocalypse, Eternals, Kestrel, and Emma. Icarus will be going first here, and we use the ultimate. We were able to flip all the buffs on the Alpha Flight team, but not the Black Knight. For Kestrel, we use the ultimate into the Black Knight. Cersei, we end up doing the ultimate, and the Kestrel Ping takes out the Black Knight. For Apocalypse's turn, we target the North Star and use the ultimate. The ISO attack does end up killing the North Star as well. We end up using the Falcon Punch on the Guardian instead of the Wolverine. I think Wolverine would have been smarter. For Emma, we end up using the special. Kestrel Ping does kill Wolverine, but he comes back. For Icarus, we end up using the special into the Sunfire. Again, Wolverine dies and comes back. Cersei, we use the special into him, and we finally get the kill. For stage 5, we're going to use our superior 6 team. This should just walk over this team and give us a pretty good efficiency score. Because of the buffs that we have, the Spider-Man Noir will be going first and uses the ultimate. Lizard is up. We're going to end up targeting the Penny and use the ultimate to try to strip all the positive effects away. Green Goblin Classic is up. We end up using the ultimate. We should have targeted the Quicksilver because our Green Goblin Classic is a striker, so that was a misplay by me. The Kraven's going to use the special to try to put the ability block on the Penny, and we were able to kill the Quicksilver anyways. Doc Ock, we used the special, and we're able to summon out the Shocker. Spider Slayer's up. Here we end up using the ultimate into the Penny. I think using the special could have been better because we might have been able to get some other kills. And because of the Green Goblin Classic pings, he's just destroying everybody. We're able to take out the Peter Parker and basically take out the Spider-Man Noir just from those retaliates. Lizard is back up. We use the special to put the ability block on the Spider-Man Noir. Shocker, we end up doing the special so we can get some offense up out there. Shocker again, we use the ultimate to turn rewind the Spider-Man Pavitra. Green Goblin Classic takes out the Spider-Man Pavitra with the special, and now we have a very easy kill on the Spider-Man Noir. For stage 2, we end up using our Secret Defenders with Ultimus. I actually really liked this team because of the taunts that end up popping up that basically keeps feeding into the Ultimus. The Ms. Marvel Harlot's going to be going first. We end up using the ultimate into the Dorm to do a turn rewind to the Cosmic Ghost Rider, the Cap, and the Dorm. For Black Cat, we end up using the special to put that trauma stun on the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider Robbie's up. We end up using the ultimate to start instead of the special. We're able to do quite a bit of bleeds out there. Now that Ultimus is up, we end up using the ultimate into Captain America and basically delete him. The Photon is up. We use the ultimate into the Dorm that's basically killing everybody pretty easily right now. Now all we have to worry about is going to be the Peggy Carter and the Daken. So Ghost Rider Robbie, we end up using that special into the Daken, and it basically finishes the match for us. So I did end up winning this one. I was really shocked when I saw the score on this one. I thought for sure I lost, especially after the hiccups I had on the X-Treme X-Men team where it took me all 3 hits. The Mephisto sacks, I was perfectly fine with dropping those 2, but not clearing stage 1. I was not prepared for that one in my planning, so I really thought I lost this one. My opponent, he didn't clear 2 rooms, I didn't clear 1. The final score for this one is that Sergeant Anakin got 32,243. I got 40,225. Let's go ahead and check out the defenses to see what ended up happening. So for stage 1, I did that experiment and I ended up not getting any points. First I tested out the Superior 6 with Green Goblin Classic as a skirmisher. Then I tested out the Tangled Web, Red Hulk, APOC team. And then I kind of discovered that APOC, Red Hulk, Ultimus combo that does have some potential. I may end up using that as a first hit and then come in with a follow-up hit if I end up running across this team outside of stage 2 again. For stage 2, I got 8369. So this one here, I used that Secret Defenders with Ultimus, This got a very good efficiency score, and I was pretty happy with this hit. For stage 3, I did the double sack into that Black Order Mephisto. So first I went in with the Invaders, then I went in with the Infinity Watch and timed out, then I finished that off with the New Warriors. This ended up getting me a 75-61. For stage 4, this one I really struggled with as well. I initially tested out the APOC Red Hulk Tangled Web, that did not work. Cabal with Archangel Zombie Juggernaut did not work. So I had to use the Cabal with Kang and Titania. This ended up getting me a 75-68. For stage 5, the Superior 6 did really good into that Spider Society Quicksilver. This ended up getting me a 83-64. And for stage 6, I ended up using the Eternals with Kestrel, APOC, and Emma. This was against the Alpha Flight Black Knight team. This got me at 83-63, so a pretty good score. Now for my defenses. My opponent brought the Pegasus team into my Darkhold Quicksilver Daken team. This ended up getting them at 83-65. Stage 2 looks like is what really ended up costing them the match. They initially went in with the Invaders as a single burn, then they went in with the New Warriors, couldn't clear it, so they had to go in with their Cabal, Kang, and Titania to finish off that Black Order Mephisto team. This ended up getting them at 75-66, and basically cost them their Cabal, the Masters of Evil, and the New Warriors. That's a pretty big hit. For stage 3, they couldn't clear this one. So they initially went in with like an inferior 6, then they went in with the superior 6, couldn't clear it, so then they went in with an Undying Doom Vol comp, and they had to back out. So they got 0 points on my stage 3, which was my Extreme X-Men with Old Man Logan and Rogue. Stage 4 ended up being their other downfall. They initially went in with their Undying Doom Vol. They followed that up with their Eternals, then basically just tried to see if they could do something to basically finish off my Spider Society Black Knight. This only got them 5 points. So those are the 2 rooms that they couldn't clear. For stage 5, they did a mirror match. They used their Illuminati team against my Illuminati. So me having that on defense, I think was a pretty good pull. Basically guaranteed they had to use their Illuminati on here. This ended up getting them at 83-56 for the efficiency as well, which is a pretty big hit. And for stage 6, this also got me a victory as well. This is my Super Skrull, Alpha Flight, and friends. They initially went in with their Apocalypse Secret Defenders, couldn't clear it, then they went in with their Tangled Web, Nova, Omega Red, Emma. This got them a 79-51, so I really like this team. Overall, I was very happy with my defense performed on this one. Having it to where they couldn't clear 2 rooms definitely pulled through for me since I couldn't clear one of his rooms. I know that if we get matched up in the future, Sergeant Anakin and myself would have another great bout. I'm not sure what happened with the one Black Order Mephisto. I'm guessing that in the past he was able to actually do the single burn and it didn't work this time, so that it had to pull their Cabal, which means they couldn't use that against my Extreme X-Men with Old Man Logan, and that probably just kind of steamrolled from there. I've had that happen to me as well, as you guys seen on this channel. But if we do get matched up again in the future, I know this would go a totally different way. Now, as a quick reminder for all of you, please remember to pull that Illuminati if you have it on defense. Use it for offense, get those milestone points, get that leaderboard, and that purple ISO. If you did like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to that channel. I only need 70 more subs, so help pull through for me. Get me those 70 subs so we can hit that 1,000. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.